Here is 1 week later of owning a Nintendo Switch 2. Not only is handheld mode much more better visual-wise, because not only is it at 1080p, 60 frames per second, but also the speakers are really loud. They are much more better than the original Switch really was. I also found it really helpful and also money-saving wise that old controllers, such as my Nano controller, is compatible to the Switch 2, so it does save a lot of money on my end. For anyone who has old controllers, like let's say maybe PDP's old controllers or even just Power A's like wireless controllers, they are all compatible to the Switch 2. However, when you are in TV mode, your game is now at a staggering 4K 60 FPS in this wonderful game, honestly. So as for what I think about Mario Kart World, it's super fun. I don't think it's better than Mario Kart 8, but it's definitely super challenging and fun, especially if you're going up against 24 computers at the same time. So be aware for a lot of chaos when it comes to Mario Kart World. So as for how other games run on the Switch 2, I noticed that a lot of them only lock at 1080p when it comes to docked mode or even just regular mode. But that's mainly because these old games are capped off at 1080p when it came to the Switch 1. So expect like a lot of weird little specks and smears on the games that you were playing on the Switch 1. As for games that I wish would get some Switch 2 updates, I would love for Smash Ultimate to get some kind of update, or like a free update in general, or maybe just a full-on Nintendo Switch 2 edition with more maps, characters, and other stuff, but that's highly unlikely. One more thing I did notice is how fast everything loads when it comes to these games. Smash Ultimate loads so much more faster. Mario Odyssey loads so much faster. Minecraft runs so much better on the Switch 2. I'm not even, I'm dead ass about it. So yeah, I would recommend playing Minecraft on the Switch 2 now, because now it runs so much faster. And just other old games that you have on your Switch 1, they will run much faster and much better than they did on the Switch 1. Although I would not recommend putting Security Breach on here. I don't know how well that's going to run on this. But yeah, that's my short little review of the Nintendo Switch 2. It is a definite upgrade. If you are not so sure about getting this thing, I can't say I would highly recommend it, but as a longtime Nintendo fan, it is a must, but also a much better upgrade to the Switch 1 if you've owned it since the beginning of 2017 or even the verge of 2018 during its peak years. So yeah, Nintendo Switch 2, it's really great. Unfortunately, there's not much to do on this thing, but luckily I already pre-ordered Donkey Kong Bonanza, so I'm going to be playing that all month. But yeah, that's pretty much it.